Saturday, 23rd of January. If I hear the name Horatio Nelson again this year, I'll scream. How can this man be a hero? Bill says because he challenged the gods. What in the hell does that mean? That fellow who runs the National Maritime Museum must be looking for at least 2 knighthoods. We've got a fleet review, royals going rah-rah, we love Nelson, and enough Trafalgar dinners to reverse every anti-obesity campaign in one night. And for what? Because everyone from the museum down is jumping on the gravy train. On top of it, in comes Bill and says the Navy doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. He was their rotten admiral.
Sir! Sir, Commander Knox, sir.
Where's the fire?
Sorry, sir. Trying to grab you before you went in. Bit of a heads up, so to speak. Happened to hear what she wants you for.
She? Chief Petty Officer Greaves? She?
Sorry, sir. Assistant Under Secretary McLean, sir.
Whatever our feelings about civil servants, Chief, whatever our feelings about this particular civil servant, and don't look like that, Miss McLean, as an AUS, ranks as a 2-star.
Sir.
And?
And, sir, my Oppo Chalky had his vents on the wind in the Permanent Under Secretary's office this morning.
Shame on him.
Exactly what I told him, sir.
Go on.
Well, sir, seemingly the AUS was in there for a multi-syllable throat clearing on this business of Trafalgar celebrations.
A good time to be on leave.
Maybe wishful thinking, sir. The word is the minister's been tricky about signing the cheques, and it's all cuckoo nest.
So what's new? As ever, the minister's indecision is final.
The PUS called it a crisis.
Well, thanks, Chief, but that's their problem, not our partnership.
But as she comes out, Chalky hears her telling the PUS that he's not to worry a seagull's winky because that's the AUS, sir. She would give it to her naval staff officer to sort.
She hasn't got a naval staff officer.
Exactly, sir.
The bitch.
That wouldn't be the 2-star Assistant Under Secretary, Ministry of Defence, Miss Zelda McLean, would it, sir?
Bill, we have a problem.
I'm sitting comfortably.
Then I'll begin.
I want to go number 2s.
What?
Oh, sorry. It's something our eldest used to say on the rare occasions I was home for bedtime stories.
You know, but I can't see you sitting there on the patchwork quilt with a big Rupert Bear album.
I suppose imagination is something of a handicap for a civil servant.
Did you do all the voices? The bear in those gorgeous yellow trousers, Bill Badger and Algy Pug. And what's the wizard's name? Well, wizard, I suppose.
The wise goat.
Oh, that's it.
May we return to business, AUS?
OK, put on the straight faces. I take it you're up to speed with Trafalgar. Well, are you?
As you were telling me I am, I saw no reason to reply.
Oh, let's try again. Trafalgar, speak it, Commander, and you don't have to do the voices.
October the 21st, 1805, at shortly before noon, the British fleet under Vice Admiral Lord Nelson attack in 2 columns, windward and leeward, against the combined Spanish and French fleet under Vice Admiral Pierre Villeneuve.
And?
Frogs lost, 33-0.
And Nelson was killed.
Villeneuve was assassinated a few weeks later.
But our boy done good. And Nelson has been Britain's #1 national hero ever since.
He already was. Cape St. Vincent, the Nile, Copenhagen...
Emma Hamilton.
Slag.
He has the tallest monument to a single person in the whole of Europe, perhaps the world.
You've never been to Rio.
Well, other people won battles, Wellington, Marlborough. Why was Nelson a hero and not them?
He challenged the gods.
So Beckham challenges the gods?
Oh, no, Beckham's not a hero, he's just an idol.
Not one and the same.
Heroes eventually get state funerals, idols eventually get free transfers. May I go now?
Well, naval gunnery and philosophy. The symbiosis is not always apparent. You're just the man.
Can't be. Don't know what symbiosis means. But as you've committed me to the PUS, you'd better convince yourself that I am.
How do you know about that?
The window must have been open.
It's on the 3rd floor. And in another building. It was private.
I'm your naval staff officer. You would expect me to know.
Oh, it's Greaves, isn't it? That's who it is. Yeah, him and his, what does he call him? Oppo? Chief Petty Officer White. How stupid. Greaves. The self-styled Pimpernel with aphorisms, I might have guessed. Oh, the snooping little...
AUS, do you mean Chief Petty Officer Greaves?
And petty is about right. I'm sorry. Mr. Greaves, one should at least allow courtesy, whatever one's feelings.
I'm sure Chief Petty Officer Greaves would never fail to behave otherwise towards you.
I apologise, and that's only fair, I suppose.
Suppose is not always fair. What's your problem with the Chief?
I don't have a problem.
I'd hate to be on the other end when you did.
Commander Knox, by tomorrow I need the following. Where we've got with the programme to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Trafalgar, and how much, right?
Well, can't you ask whoever's in charge?
There are more people in charge of this one than you can shake a jaunty's cat at, as the revered Mr. Greaves would say.
Oh, would he now?
He would. I want to know who is doing what, how much it's costing, and what the Minister needs to say when he makes a statement to the House on Thursday.
Anything else?
If there is, I'm sure the MOD's resident know-all, Chief Petty Officer Greaves, BEM, Royal Navy, will tell you.
Seemingly, Colonel, the AUS volunteered Commander Knox to sort the Trafalgar thing. She hadn't even asked him.
Thank you, Mr. Greaves.
It's not as if the Commander hasn't enough to do, and in my humble opinion...
Mr. Greaves,
Sir.
thank you. I'm sure Commander Knox will have his own view. And I'm further sure that it's something he can hack. I think we understand that.
Sir.
Excellent.
Tea, Colonel?
Thank you, no. We can hold out until Commander Knox's return. Although, looking at the time, we may adjourn to the club for a heart starter.
Very good, sir.
Brown, tell me, don't you think that was extremely odd?
Not really. After all, if it's a Navy do, then give it to the Navy to fix.
I was thinking more about Chief Petty Officer Greaves.
Not the sort of thing you'd give to an NCO, is it?
No, Brown, you're not quite with me.
Oh, the tea business. I wanted a word with you about that. Wasn't born yesterday, you know.
I actually
He
meant...
says I owe the tea kitty, and then he says there's a separate one for coffee. A week later, he's round again, on the fiddle, you know. Yes, that's it. Foxtrot, India, Delta, Delta, Lima, Echo. Fiddle.
I really don't
Got
think...
to watch these NCOs, especially Navy. Gaynor has the same trouble at the hair and beauty salon.
Brown, I don't
Something's going on there with the coffee fund as well. But we're on to it. Oh, yes, we're not stupid.
Have you had a second opinion?
About what?
I mean, the coffee fund.
Well, there's masses of it, tins of it, pots of it. He makes more out of the coffee float than he does from blowjobbies.
Chief Petty Officer Greaves does what?
Not Greaves. Justin. He owns the salon. He takes coffee money out of their tips.
Jobbies?
It's an expression among the girls. One of the first things they learn. Gaynor's exceptionally good at it, you know.
No, I didn't.
But then Gaynor can do all sorts of things. I'm afraid you'd not be a candidate for this sort of treatment, George.
I wouldn't.
No offence, but the blow-dry with a quiff, well, it takes a full head of good hair.
Oh, I see. Is there much call for the quiff jobby nowadays?
According to Gaynor, yes. Actually, when she does her home visits, I understand it's part of the standard service she gives.
Men as well as women?
Oh, absolutely. Men give her especially big tips.
I'm perfectly certain, Brown.
And you do realise what that means, don't you, George?
I can only guess.
She doesn't have to pay her home visit tips into the coffee fund.
Of course not. Of course not. Can we get back to Mr. Greaves?
Definitely on the fiddle.
Steady on, old thing. I was simply wondering about his, his coldness towards our assistant under-secretary. It's very odd.
Oh, no, not at all. I know the truth of it. She won't give in to him.
He's... Well, surely not.
Absolutely, George. Thought it was obvious.
Not to me, old son.
Well, I have to say, not much goes on without me noticing.
Well, I'll be jiggered.
She won't pay.
What?
Coffee money. Thought that was obvious.
Oh.
If you don't mind my saying, George, thought you'd have got there ages ago.
Right, Chief.
Sir.
What's going on between you and the AUS?
With respect, sir, I've no idea what you mean, or could possibly mean.
Belay the shock horror stuff, Chief. You've been trying your luck with her.
Me, sir?
You, sir. Last week she was all blushes and twos up in a hammock.
I promise you, sir.
And this week she's rating you with a Bombay thunderbox in need of a sharp suji.
I promise you, sir, I never laid a finger on the lady.
Or anything else?
No, sir.
Tried to?
Would I, sir? She's an officer. As you told me yourself, a 2-star.
You wouldn't be the first senior rate to take advantage of the role of the ship.
Anyway, sir, she's not my type.
I seem to remember you once called her Totty.
No, sir. If you remember, she asked me if I thought she was.
Totty?
Sir.
Should try that again.
No, sir.
Listen, Chief, she's fanging at 10 paces and she's got your range. Any guesses?
None, sir.
Okay, then. Well, you watch it.
Sir.
So, what have we got on this Nelson 200 nonsense?
1 fleet review, 19 Sonnet Lumiere, 173 Trafalgar night dinners, 14 exhibitions, 22 publications, 6 budget holders. No one's got a checkbook, and there are more jealousies than you could shake a...
Jaunty's cat at.
Something like that, sir.
So I hear. You sure you're not?
Never steal from the collection box, sir. As you made clear, sir, the AUS is marked officers only. No gangway for ratings.
Well, I don't know, Bill. Absolute puzzle. 2 more, Simpson?
Singing in the rain, Colonel.
That's the ticket, my dear.
What was that?
Take no notice. Now, what do we know?
Nothing. She spits his name and he looks his most innocent. So obviously something's happened.
We could do without this, especially now.
The Trafalgar audit doesn't help. Although I suspect if there is a mystery, then Greaves will do his best to make a fist of it.
Well, if we're right, that's what he does best.
He's already got me a list of culprits. 170-something Trafalgar night dinners alone. Why we had to get involved...
But Trafalgar's the Navy's big day. Immortal memory and all that...
Nonsense?
Not at all. The Army has 1743.
17...
Dedingham. But the RAF has...
The few.
Even fewer if the cuts go through.
And we're expected to find money for this.
200 years of naval history, Bill.
Oh, the Band of Brothers thing is great at Trafalgar night dinners, especially among the makey learnies and the old and bold.
Splendid occasions. Eaten quite a few myself. The Navy is most generous.
But I'm not sure if we shouldn't simply leave it to the museum lot. And all those hacks and Major Dons trotting out yet another Nelson programme.
And the book. There can't be anything new to say.
Of course there isn't. But they do, and they're making thousands, millions out of this. We're not.
Good for the naval image.
Oh, come off it, George. It's just a whole...
Here we are, Colonel. 2 G&Ts and a slice.
Oh, bless you, Simpson.
Thank you, Father.
Cheeky, what's it? Cheers, old thing.
Good.
It's just... what?
It's just that it was all 200 years ago. If we want to sell the Navy...
Although that was exactly what MOD was trying to do, to the lowest bidder.
That's my point, George. We need a modern image, not one of frock coats and top gallant royals.
But it's still a good show.
Ah, is that what we've come to? Pantomime Navy?
Public loves it. Look at the crowd that turns out for Trooping the Colour. Edinburgh tattooed.
That's fine for the army. The public knows that you guys take off the scarlet and bearskins, get straight on the next C-130 heading for Basra.
Reenacting Trafalgar not good for the image, is that what you're saying?
Well, is it? Fake smoke and gunfire? Some actor with an eye patch and his hand shoved in his coat, swooning on deck and getting kissed by a fat captain in white tights and a wig?
Well, the band plays Rule Britannia. We all cry. It's what the nation does best, old son.
Ah, but the tears dry as soon as we come round with a hat-marked defence budget.
And when your first Sea Lord tries to tell the so-called opinion formers that the Navy is not living in the past.
And we're not. By the way this Nelson thing's being exploited, it looks as if we are.
See your point, Bill. You can't get it cancelled. Not your jobby.
Jobby?
Sorry. Slip of the tongue. I mean, not really your job.
Right.
Yeah, mind you, why not brief Zelda to brief the minister to go on the offensive?
Say the Navy's not wasting money on this.
That's it. As long as he gets the words right, it could work very well for you.
I can't see how. Blair's lot are scared witless that they might miss the public mood. I just want to put the whole thing in perspective. 3 cheers for Nelson, him very great man, but...
Maybe it's as simple as that.
Oh, nothing ever is, George.
But sometimes... I think I have an idea coming on. Time for one more.
Well, always time for one more. Yeah.
Just the job.
Jobby.
That too, old thing. No, that too.
Personally, Chief, I have to say that all this Nelson celebration is over the top. That's it, over the top.
Great man, sir.
The RAF has produced any number of great men, but we don't make a big thing of it.
Seemingly, sir, there might not be much call for a Dresden day.
Dam busters, Chief. Guy Gibson, VC. Reach for the Sky, Chief. The Few. Douglas Bader. Johnny Johnson. Jimmy James. Public names, Chief.
Biggle, sir?
At least he was 20th century. Nearest the Navy gets is Hornblower. And that totally unconvincing commander played by that beefy Australian. What was his name?
Crow, sir.
The Navy's best-known heroes were 200 years ago.
It's the silent service, sir. No need to brag.
So silent that no one knows what you do, apart from sinking the Belgrano when it wasn't looking.
I was there, sir. Did you go south yourself?
Another thing.
I see, sir. Gulf one?
We're talking about the bigger picture, Chief.
Like the one of your good self, sir, with the red arrows.
Ah, now you're getting there.
Taken when the flight happened to be visiting your admin office.
You missed the point, Mr. Greaves. The red arrows is all about symbolism. Reflects the RAF's brilliance and value for money.
All red, white and blue smoke on Bank Holiday Monday over Eastbourne, while the Royal Navy, sir, is lying over the horizon, keeping the peace.
And dreaming about something that happened 200 years ago. You need a new image, Mr. Greaves. Instead, all we get today is Nelson kissing everyone goodbye. You carry on like that, Chief, and you can kiss your neighbour goodbye.
Still a great man, sir.
Of course he was, Mr. Greaves, but so was W.G. Grace.
Sir?
Both great men, but neither of them in any position today to open the batting for England.
Thank you, sir. Can I get you a coffee, sir?
What does that mean?
Nothing, sir. I just thought you'd like one.
You sure?
Of course, sir. Why not? You're in credit. You seem to have paid twice last month.
What? Typical Navy. Fiddling with loose change while Portsmouth burns.
Bill and I have been thinking, AUS.
Go on.
Oh, right. Well, as I was saying...
You and Bill have been thinking. Is that it? Can we go home now?
It's about this Nelson celebration.
I thought Bill was looking at that. After all, it's pretty simple, just an audit.
Well, that seems to me to be the problem. The story so far. We're not sure if the ending is quite right.
The Navy's big problem is that they're stuck with a hero, and it's their fault.
They can't pretend it's not 200 years since Trafalgar, but the big party wasn't their idea.
Certainly wasn't the minister's. He hadn't a clue what Nelson did other than beat the French. A continuous embarrassment these days.
Emma Hamilton, not on the minister's screen?
Not done in the MOD. Weren't married, you know. That's Home Office territory.
And Foreign Office.
Was. He's gone.
And Department of Trade.
Really?
Well, actually, the word at the club... no, anyway, so, this is silly. The Minister has to announce tomorrow the extent of the Navy's participation in the Nelson Bicentennial, yes?
I think that's decided. We need to tell him that all boxes are ticked, and then comes his statement.
Exactly, and that's what we've been thinking about.
Not your job, George.
But in our interest. Bill and I, well, that is we think that he should say that Nelson was a great guy, but, well, actually, we have it written down.
Well, thank goodness for that. I thought you and Captain Barnacle actually believed this stuff.
But we most certainly do.
Get on with it, George. I have an appointment with my personal trainer in an hour, and he charges enough to buy a new frigate every 2 years.
Right, it goes like this. Nelson was a first-class admiral, but the enormous commitment, which, of course, is his legacy, means Britannia rules the waves, etc., etc., etc. Here we are. Means that the focus of the modern Royal Navy remains the defence of the realm, although, of course, not against the French, who are today our close allies.
Said with a straight face.
And the deployment of Her Majesty's ships across the great oceans means that not all vessels will be available for the fleet review.
But anyway, haven't enough fuel to get as far as Spithead if they wanted to.
And this signifies that the celebrations should detract from the fact
Should that not read not detract, George?
Oh, yeah, I'm obliged, AUS. The celebration should not detract from the fact that Britain has the finest and most admired modern navy in the world today. Yes?
So what?
So we get away from giving the impression that if it weren't for Nelson, the Royal Navy would have nothing to celebrate.
And the Daily Telegraph will be the only paper to take any notice. Their defence hack will turn it into Navy can't afford Nelson celebrations, fleet new move pro-brow, and I spend the rest of my time as Assistant Undersecretary, brackets, dockyard closures, close brackets.
Then that's so what?
Then that's why your idea gets binned.
Of course. Of course. Ha! Why didn't I twig this earlier? All this ticking the boxes is to make sure there's no chance that the real Navy gets in the limelight.
The Navy will most definitely be reflected in the glory of the past.
AUS, you actually want the Minister to give the public the idea that the Navy's living in the past, don't you?
So it is. Do you know what happened before the First World War? A full 100 years after Trafalgar, the Navy Board re-examined Nelson's battle tactics to see if they could learn anything. That's why Jutland was a failure. It wasn't an action replay of Trafalgar.
Well, that's 100 years ago, AUS.
OK, then, try this. 1982, close enough? The Falklands. Thatcher wanted another Trafalgar.
I see. You tell the Minister to put this story about so that everyone gets the idea that the Navy needs to be dragged screaming into the 21st century, and so that no one objects to the cuts.
That, as you would say, makes it just tickety-boo. All ticks to be neat in the ministerial box. No smart ticks, no smart tricks. That's ministerial pay scale, not yours.
No, it's sad. A real bummer.
George, life is a bummer. The trick is to know who the bummer is. That's not your job, that's mine.
But...
we don't do buts, George. Stop playing politics. Get on with it. No rush. First thing in the morning's fine. I'm off to the Lycra.
Right, close the door, Chief. This is confidential.
I hope this won't take long. I have an appointment of considerable importance.
Personal trainer.
Unless you want to sign up for RAF Job Seekers Allowance, you'll sit right there, Winko.
No need to get ratty with me, Bill. Just because your people can't ditch the immortal memory.
Steady, chaps. We're all in this. It's deeper than the Nelson 200 thing. Now, Mr. Greaves.
Sir.
Exactly what did your friend Chalky White hear?
As I told Commander Knox, sir, the Minister is reluctant to sign the cheques. And that...
What cheques? Don't be daft, Winko. The cheques for... What cheques, Chief?
Chalky didn't say, sir.
Can he find out?
Begging your pardon, Colonel, but that may mean a little subterfuge, so to speak.
Then don't speak. Tell him to make it so, Chief.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Greaves.
All right, sir. You mean now?
I mean yesterday, Mr. Greaves. The very future of your service is in jeopardy.
Not if the Prime Minister is signing up for the Nelson Fleet Review, sir.
Not a chance, Mr. Greaves. Not a chance. I've more chance in selling him a wristwatch.
Then I should get the tray out, sir. That was the other thing the PUS said.
He wants a watch? Well, why didn't you say, Chief? I can always give a generous discount on these occasions,
Brian,
and maybe even
Brian,
an introductory commission to the...
stow it! Now, Chief, our tone at the Fleet Review.
Well, sir, it was something that the PUS apparently said. The PM would have to be there.
Ah, which of course explains everything. He would be there because...
Because the Queen would be, and if...
If the monarch's there, so is Prince Philip, and so is the Princess Royal.
And Mr. Princess Royal.
And Wales, and York, and all of whom were in the Navy, and all of whom...
will be in full sea boots and spurs.
With more braid than you could shake a jaunty's cat at.
What?
Maybe they'll all get to kiss Nelson goodbye.
What a fabulous advertisement for the Navy.
But our tone will be in full silk Armani and teeth. Negative sword, negative medals, negative bling-bling.
And behind the smile, here's the man who is selling the Royal Navy to the lowest bidder, writes our defence correspondent.
Who has already got rid of the Royal Yacht.
Which is why the Queen has to hire a ro-ro ferry to review her own fleet.
George? George?
Hmm?
You have that look. What goes?
I was just thinking, chaps, wouldn't it be awful if all this appeared in the papers on Thursday morning?
Just before the Minister is due to speak.
Especially, sir, if Chalky does the business about the cheques.
A bonus?
Mind you, we most certainly could not be the people to leak this to the media, especially to that nice Mr. Smith on the Telegraph.
Oh,
Why, only 5 minutes ago, the Assistant Under-Secretary was making it clear that I should stay out of politics. Mr. Greaves?
Miss McLean said that, did she, sir?
Certainly did.
As you know, sir, I have the greatest respect for the AUS's judgment,
And
I would never do a single thing to undermine her authority.
No, of course not, Chief.
Of course not, Wing Commander.
exactly, Chief.
Exactly, Commander.
Then, if that's all understood, I suggest it's time we all toddled off to our personal trainers.
Mr. Greaves, where's Colonel Jackson?
Good morning, ma'am.
Of course it isn't. Where's the Colonel?
CGS is briefing. It's Thursday, ma'am.
I don't need a day check. I can see it perfectly clearly on the top of the Daily Telegraph.
Actually, ma'am, Wing Commander Thomas has some very fine Russian wristlet watches which show the date.
What?
Saves buying the newspaper every morning.
Do not be smart with me, Chief Petty Officer Greaves. I expect you're in on this too.
I just get the tea, ma'am.
And take the biscuit.
That's very humorous, ma'am. With your permission, I'd like to work that into my conversation sometime.
Who briefed this Smith?
Which Smith, ma'am?
Don't be cute. Who briefed the Telegraph's defence hack that the Minister is using the Nelson 200 thing to justify the cuts?
Oh, is he, ma'am? I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
I said don't be cute. It comes too naturally.
Seemingly only one person has ever said I was cute. Then that was towards the end of the department Christmas party. And well...
Mr. Greaves, some things that seem a good idea at the time seem rather foolish by breakfast. I thought we understood that.
Yes, ma'am.
We're now talking about a serious breach of department routine. I want to know who talked to Smith.
You could ask him.
I've never met him in my life.
You need to get out more, ma'am.
Do you know what nemesis means, Mr. Greaves? It is the punishment of hubris, of insolence, by the gods.
I seem to remember that it was all about some child of night. Is that what you would be meaning, ma'am? As the classicists would say, it all went for a ball of chalk when the alarm went off.
Oh, Mr. Greaves, please,
I'll tell Colonel Jackson you were asking after him, ma'am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best be getting the kettle on. That's what I do. Remember?
Another night with the personal trainer?
What? Oh, George, you surprised me. No, not the whole night.
Oh, I didn't mean none.
He's far too young.
While others are too old.
But not too old to be underestimated.
I hear the Minister quite liked that business in the Telegraph.
According to him, it allowed the old and bold to think they'd had their say.
Whereas
ministers have their say. But if it made you feel better, George, so be it.
Made me feel better.
Must rush. Oh, I may need someone to look after my body, George, but not my brain. Night.
Oh, to volunteer. Night, Zelda.
Saturday, the 19th of November. 6 weeks to Christmas. Dad's stepping up the pressure. Started in the summer. What are you doing for Christmas? He phoned last night and wanted to know what train I'll be on. Why do parents do this every year? Oh, I really don't want to go up there. I'd like to ignore the whole thing. I can't, of course, and my own father. Not sure how long he and Thelma will last. Someone said, life's a bitch and then there's death. Well, then there's Thelma. Oof, I mustn't be uncharitable. It's a time for giving. But who'd have her? Thank goodness for work. I suppose. George, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Puncture, would you believe?
Bicycle or light, AUS?
After all this time, Zelda would be friendly.
I'm afraid, Zelda, it's military training. At the age of 19, I could spot authority across the widest parade ground.
And you've lived with badges and colours ever since.
A bit like a point-to-point. At a distance, it's best to watch for the colours, not the GGs. Then you know who's out in front.
And who's coming up on the outside.
But by then, the satchels are closed.
Rien ne va plus.
Perhaps we should make it a ground rule of life. Once you've decided your course and placed your bet, you just get on with it.
No deviations.
It's a good Christian principle.
And what do you do then for excitement?
I think by and large, Zelda, I disapprove of excitement. I've reached an age when I rather like being, well, just normal.
Oh, come on, George. What about all those...
Those?
Well, suggestions.
Oh, those.
What do you mean, oh, those? Don't tell me now that you're leaving it was all a game.
Certainly not. One has lived in hope.
Has one?
Well, this one has. You know, Zelda, we could actually have a spot of dinner before I leave.
As the three of you are going, perhaps we could have an office outing. We could take in a panto.
That's not entirely what I had in mind.
Why not? We've been rehearsing for the past 3 years.
Oh, no, we haven't.
3 years playing Goldilocks.
And no one sleeping in your...
Yes, an evening together. Could be fun.
I was rather thinking of... Well, just us, you know. For old time's sake.
What old times?
As you say, it's been something of a struggle.
I hope, George, that when you leave, you won't think this job was all a waste of time.
Oh, no. No, we all knew it was just 3 years. And it's,
Yes?
Well...
Handy for your club and your tailor? I'm sorry, George, but you really are an easy target. Anyway, 6 weeks to go, so... Axes?
V-nights.
Is that a word?
We used it at my prep school, so by now I imagine it might well be. So 6 weeks, is that all?
Bill could probably get it down to hours and minutes. 6 weeks today officially, but that's, let me see. Yes, that's Boxing Day, so...
So by the time the shepherds get here, the 3 wise men will have gone.
Never mind. All good things come to an end.
Why, thank you, Zola.
And bad.
Morning, AUS.
Oh, morning, George.
Bill.
Sorry I'm adrift. Blasted puncture.
But no lycra.
You didn't by chance have Brian on your crossbar?
Would you like to rephrase that?
What?
It's Chief Petty Officer Greaves who makes his own frogs.
Yes. Good old Brian. It's Monday, remember? CAS briefing.
The Chief of the Air Staff's briefing seems to hold a fascination for Brian. He goes to every one.
It's promotion time. Brian leaves no crab unturned.
Meanwhile, some have given up.
Meaning?
Nothing in particular.
Well, that sort of sums up the past 3 years.
Thank you, Commander, for that vote of confidence.
Very nice.
I suspect only for a moment. Tell me, First Sea Lord's retiring.
A good man. Pity.
Comes to us all. Time's up. Come in, number 1.
1SL. Number 1 means something quite different. Invented by Noel Coward.
Then very different. I take it the announcement of the Admiral's successor is imminent?
Very.
Only one choice if it got announced of since.
Oh dear, that's unlikely.
The band should play on.
Jonathan Band. You think he'll get it?
The Navy wants him.
As long as the private office doesn't know that, he may have a chance.
That's what I need to know. There's a demand for changes.
What does Il Dottore want this time?
Maybe not a First Sea Lord.
I'm not with you.
How surprising, Bill. And if certain ideas come to anything, I would say reconciliation is highly unlikely.
There you are, Colonel. 1 tea, no sugar. And congratulations, you are the proud owner of number 10,304.
I am. Jolly good, Mr. Greaves. 10,000 and, what?
10,304, sir.
Oh, right. I see.
Oh, come on, Chief, spit it out. 10,000 whatever what?
And here's yours, Commander. 1 tea strong. Milk, sugar, NATO standard. That's number 10,305.
What, cups of tea?
Tea and coffee, sir. That's how many I've made since I arrived in this draft 3.5 years ago today.
My sainted, just the relative you say. You actually kept a tally.
3.5 years, 46 weeks a year, 5 days a week, average 3.2 cups a day for 4 people. Yourself, Colonel, Commander Knox, and Wing Commander Thomas, even though the Wing Commander was forgetful about paying.
Chief.
Sorry, sir. And of course, me, myself.
Why 3.2?
Crises, sir. The rate showed a slight increase every time there was a crisis.
And you know all this for certain?
Try the sums yourself, Colonel.
No, I rely on your...
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Pathetic.
Sir?
You're a senior chief RS.
Sir?
One of, if not the leading senior rates in your branch, probably in the Navy, and the pusser pays you about 35,000 a year in civvy terms?
Something like that, sir.
And your big number for the past 3 years...
3.5, sir.
...is to make tea and coffee without NATO standards, and to put the arm on Wing Commander Thomas for tea kitty without letting him flog you one of his Russian wristwatches.
And to run the registry, sir.
And to get us out of the pile-off once a month.
Thank you, Colonel.
And to keep Assistant Under-Secretary Zelda McLean at arm's length.
That we're not certain of.
Sir?
Don't tempt me, Chief.
No, sir.
And listening to any runaway trains.
A pleasure, sir.
Good. Here's one for you. Your Oppo's still knocking off that mucky woman with the big teeth in the Secretary of State's office?
Chalky, sir. I think they take tea, sir.
Well, 10,300 and...
She's a big girl, sir, but I couldn't say.
Find out what's going on about the First Sea Lord's succession. She'll know.
Nothing on the radar, sir.
Well, you're the communicator, Chief. Get yourself plugged in. And I don't mean...
Aye, aye, sir. No problem. You can trust me. Don't drink, don't smoke, make me own dresses.
Commander Knox? Oh, yes, good morning, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir, I haven't...
Ah, there we are, Brian. I thought you'd been run over by a tea lady.
Very important meeting, George. That's it, very important.
Glad to hear it, Brian. Anything we should know about?
About my future.
Not bad news, I hope.
What does that mean?
Nothing, really. Nothing at all.
I imagine I'm wanted for higher things.
Well,
isn't that what they said about Ned Kelly?
In fact, I am able to say I am quietly confident. Yes, that's it, quietly confident. There are certain streets in Beckenham that we shall perhaps find attractive in the not-too-distant future.
Oh, good, your wife's getting promotion. Crimping, isn't it? Private blow drives, I think you said?
Gaynor has a private clientele.
Gaynor, that's the lady, Gaynor.
Yes. We might start looking soon. Even 4-bed mock Tudor. En suite as well.
My word, she must be doing well.
I'm talking about me, George.
Oh, I see. A career change. Well, I suppose there is life outside the RAF.
I'm talking, George, about my own expected and impending success. And I'm not sure I like the way you talk about Gaynor's blow-drying.
Hmm? Oh, my goodness, no. Have some tea.
I just had some.
What number?
Only one. Have to be seen to do things in moderation. But a cup, George, not a mug.
Oh, yeah.
A cup. Now, what does that tell you?
That it wasn't number 10,307, or even 8.
101.
Oh, yes, you know, it could have been number 10,307 if, for example, Mr. Greaves had yours, which normally would have been 10,306, and you had his, which was after you, so 7. But I think he went off to see Chalky White before he had tea with the mucky blonde with the big,
Yes, sir.
well, whatever. If you follow my candle.
Have I missed someone's birthday?
I really couldn't say.
Cakes. That's it, cakes. Where are they? Always happens here.
No, it's not.
Someone has cakes and doesn't tell me. That's it, isn't it?
Not that I know.
Oh, yes, George. Oh, yes. Can't fool me. I'm up and coming, you know.
Yes, I can't agree.
It's her birthday.
Well, Mrs. Thomas, do give her my regards. Not too old, is she?
I'm talking about the woman with the big
teeth.
I just said
Oh, her. No, I really don't think so.
Whoever she is, it's her birthday, and you all had a party while I was out. Didn't think I'd find out.
No, you got the wrong end of the stickies. Yeah, stick. Nothing.
Actually, George, I don't care.
Yeah, no, that's...
Only common people eat cakes in the office. Cakes are common.
No.
I've had biscuits. Biscuits
Yeah, I've got all
are sophisticated. Cup and saucer and too rich tea. I could have had digestive. Help yourself, I was told. So you can guess where I've been.
I'm not sure I can, Brian. Are you certain you won't have some tea?
I was going to tell you both something very interesting.
That seems to be in order.
Especially interesting to Bill.
Yes.
But if I'm not invited to your party, I'm not sure you're invited to mine.
Yeah, no, okay then, sir. Yes, as soon as I hear anything, I'll be back. Yes, bye now. What was all that about?
You know, Bill, I think old Brian sometimes feels left out of things.
Well, being RAF, you should be used to that. Time for,
Tea?
I was thinking something stronger. Passage planner?
Come on, then. Yeah, just the one. I wonder if the chief's ever worked out how many gins since we started here.
3.2 a day, so presumably 2,000 odd each.
Bill, really? But that's terrible.
We can always stay for tea.
Yeah, after you, old son.
Yes.
Just these, ma'am. No need to read them.
I always read whatever I sign, Mr. Greaves. You should know that by now.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just trying to save your time, ma'am.
Oh. You'd make the perfect butler, Mr. Greaves. You have a smooth answer for everything.
Seemingly not quite everything, ma'am.
And I seem to think we had an agreement to forget that.
If you say so, ma'am.
I did, and I do. Understood. Mr. Greaves?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you never believe in platonic relationships?
Not until afterwards, ma'am.
Oh, even with your ex-wives? I'm sorry, Mr. Greaves. That was totally uncalled for. Mr. Greaves, I apologise.
Not to worry, ma'am. The First Sea Lord will not hear a word of it.
Oh, no, not you as well.
Being a senior rank, ma'am, I am used to being in the as well category.
But you have opinions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Then tell me why we have a First Sea Lord.
Because we've had one for 200 years and more. And because when we had a minister who was known as the First Lord of the Admiralty, he ran the politics, and the First Sea Lord ran the sharp end.
So now we don't have a Navy Minister. We don't need a First Sea Lord.
Not my part of ship, ma'am.
This is a private conversation.
That's what President Nixon used to say.
Oh, you don't trust anyone, do you? Not even me.
The agreement didn't go that far, ma'am.
Really?
Sticky toffee pudding, ma'am.
What?
At the time, the most wonderful thing in the world. But even while you're eating it, you know you shouldn't.
Just like...
No, ma'am. Like nothing else.
Thank you, Mr. Greaves. That'll be all.
Thanks, ma'am.
And where are your masters? I thought we had a meeting.
I believe the Colonel and Commander Knox may have just snipped out to stretch their legs.
Or their elbows.
I really do think we have to hear what she has to say. Keep our powder dry.
Yes, we've hardly a barrel of grape shot, even if she tells us. Now, this is way above our level, George.
We could always leak it to the press. Oh, but that Smith chap's left the Telegraph. Used to be able to rely on him.
Don't you know any other paper?
Racing Post?
We may have to do a bit better than that.
Commander Knox, sir.
This may be Ultra itself.
I'll go in and hold the line.
Have we got one?
Bill.
Yes, Chief. Got anything?
Chalky says that nothing's been decided, but it could be this week.
They're out of their trees.
The private officer's saying that once they got rid of admirals of the fleet, then this was inevitable.
Well, so who would be in charge?
That's not yet come Chalky's way, sir, but seemingly no one.
Right. Look, I'd better get in there, but keep your vents on the wind.
Don't worry, sir. Chalky is completely, totally and utterly untrustworthy. We'll know when they do.
Admirals are completely, totally and utterly accountable, as are the rest of us, George.
Us as in we?
Well, yes, to some extent.
Is to some extent totally?
You know perfectly well what I mean.
After 10,304, 5, 6, 7, or 8, or even 9 cups of tea, I suppose I perfectly should.
Sorry I'm late.
Another puncture.
A little business to attend to.
The Navy? Sorry, Bill, it was a joke. It was just a joke.
You need a sense of humour to do those.
You're just in time, anyway. Bill, you have your curling lip expression.
My little business was to find out what we're not being told.
Ah, the mucky...
Quite.
With a big dick.
Exactly. I now understand the half conversation in the office this morning.
I'm sorry. Nothing had been confirmed with the private office.
What a hopeless combination you all are. Mix lying politicians with lying civil servants, and what do you get?
The ridicule being the best test of truth, as any well-born son would know. You, Bill, are able to sit as jester and judge without hearing evidence.
I now hear that you civilians have been convincing the politicians that when the First Sea Lord retires next year, he shouldn't be replaced, that the job should be binned.
Is this 100%, Bill?
Ask your friend there.
This is becoming offensive.
I was slow to catch on.
And as ever, Bill...
Commander Knox is fine.
And as ever, Bill, you have managed to catch the wrong end of the, of the...
Sticky?
What?
Oh, nothing, no, just a piece of cake.
Nothing in this office is ever easy.
Lying is?
Oh, roll on Boxing Day.
Zelda, AUS, a straight answer may help everyone here. Is there to be a new First Sea Lord?
Well, go on then. Yes, repeat, no will do.
There are no plans to scrap the post of First Sea Lord.
But there might be one by tea time.
I don't know. At this stage, it's not important. It hasn't happened. It hasn't been agreed to happen.
But it's been discussed?
I think so.
Think so? No so.
Perhaps so.
I'm told you were at the meeting.
It so happens that everyone at those meetings is sworn to secrecy, not even minutes taken.
Why can't you simply explain what's going on?
There is very little to tell. Okay, then. There is an opinion that we do away with the appointment of First Sea Lord.
There you are, George. New thinking. Get rid of the head of the Navy. The rest will follow soon.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but that's what it means.
Is this seriously considered, AUS?
Yes, but if you'd both listen...
But that's the thick end of the hedge.
Wedge.
No, I'm obliged. Next thing, you'll be getting rid of all of us.
It's not like that at all.
Well, not this week it isn't. But 5, 6 weeks from now, Christmas recess, this place will do what it always does. On the evening the House gets up, in goes a written parliamentary answer.
No one will read a word.
The media.
The hacks. Ha! In the pub are doing their expenses.
And we'll be expected to provide the technical wording.
You make it sound a conspiracy. Corrupt.
I couldn't have expressed it better myself. No one looks on Christmas Eve. Editors don't like whoopee cushions on their Yuletide front pages.
Oh, that's very good, I think. Original?
So he says. It's jingle bells or starving Africans, nothing in between.
I rather like whoopee cushions.
You want to hear me or not?
If it's believable, AUS.
The MOD takes a more rigorous intellectual approach to decisions, so the first question asked was this: do we need to replace him?
Who asked?
I honestly don't know.
Well, not an adverb with much currency in this place.
No, please, leave this one alone. You've 6 weeks left in the department. Sharpen pencils or something. Stop fighting everyone down to the wire.
Whatever you're telling us, Zelda, the private office has made up its mind and you're already writing the parliamentary answer.
I promise you nothing has been...
Now, I know, it's true.
Bill! George.
Yes, AUS? Go on, you weren't saying...
I think it might be better if we all returned to our desks, took deep breaths, and reconvened at 3 o'clock.
W. Barrington Dolby still available?
What?
Oh, long left the room, I'm afraid, I think.
I understand there was a birthday party, Mr. Greaves.
When would that have been, sir?
Come on, I'm not stupid.
No, sir.
In fact, there's not much that goes on in the MOD that I don't hear about.
Then you'll be knowing whose birthday it was.
They had cakes.
Who did, Wing Commander?
The person with the big teeth.
Ah, there you are, Commander.
Chief?
You might want to have a look at this.
Oh. How old is this?
Early this afternoon. Internal email. Eyes only.
Including chalkies?
No, sir.
We're certain?
Eyes only mails are never signed nowadays in case they go leaky. This one's signed. It must be true.
Ah, good man, Chief. If that's about another party, you can speak in front of me. I don't really care. I have moved on to another plane. But you get airsick. Oh, ha, very ha. You wait, Bill. Things are not what they seem. Except you, Winko. Some things don't change.
You've never called me Zelda.
I've never called you Mother.
3 years we've worked together.
3.5. And no.
No what?
Never together. May I ask if this is a formal end-of-appointment interview?
No, not at all, Bill. I'm just puzzled. From day one, you couldn't wait to leave. Was it me? Didn't like working for a woman?
Delighted.
You have opposed everything I tried to do.
Only the stupid things.
Few of us like being called stupid.
You know that the private office is now going wobbly on the idea, so guess what? They're whispering it wasn't them.
Why would they do that?
They're seagulls.
Scavengers?
All look the same, and you'll never know which one dumped on you from a great height.
You don't like anyone, do you?
I like the First Sea Lord.
We all love the First Sea Lord, but he's an anachronism. He's not a lord.
The Queen has silver sticks in waiting.
Maybe not for long.
Marx is dead.
And I don't stop at the Metropole. Listen, Bill.
Commander Knox.
And don't give me that business of Commander Knox to you. Listen, Bill. It's people like you who should be asking, do we need a First Sea Lord?
My we do. Clearly your we don't.
Well, try this then. He's also Chief of the Naval Staff, so why is he First Sea Lord?
We have a second Sea Lord. We used to have 5.
Oh, okay. After 18 months of Nelson, I've had naval history up to here.
This has nothing to do with Trafalgar.
It has everything to do with it. Why do you think the matter's being raised now?
The usual petty-mindedness.
The usual petty-mindedness has nothing to do with it. It's the Navy's fault. And the Maritime Museum's. The museum has spent 18 months shouting Nelson from the rooftop, so now people think your greatest moment was 200 years ago. Nothing since.
I told you that a year ago.
And the private office now believes you. It has spent a year getting seasick and eating Trafalgar dinners. Did you know 147 invitations alone for the SMS? And get this, £250 a head, dinner at Greenwich, another rip-off.
Nothing to do with
So the private office, with a more, let's say, abrasive style of leadership, says these guys
And dolls.
are really living in the past.
Well, you tell that to the 22 ships we sent to the Gulf. The 4 ships that we still have there.
It gets worse. The morning after the night the Secretary of State is being lobbied to send the Maritime Museum a bucket full of MBs, OBs, CBs, and at least 2 knighthoods for the director, what happens? In comes a bit of paper asking, who is to be the next First Sea Lord? Get it?
But
There is no but. First Sea Lord anachronisms must go.
you cannot simply chop out the leadership of the Royal Navy because the title seems an anomaly.
Bill. Bill. That's not going to happen.
But you just said...
I said what?
That you think it's time to get rid of the First Sea Lord.
I do.
You read The Guardian, don't you?
Oh, so I must live alone, have muesli for breakfast, be gay, and want to be a bishop.
What isn't obvious is this obsession with getting rid of something which ain't broke.
We're in the 21st century. Why do we have to call him First Sea Lord?
Because he is. Always has been. Anyway, dump him. Who runs the Navy?
He does.
Who does?
The First Sea Lord.
But you just... Okay. How about a nice cup of tea?
Brian, old thing, you seem not to see the urgency. This is Wounded Knee all over again. We are surrounded.
My own assessment is based on what I know, George, not what I guess.
I'm afraid the AUS was quite clear. The private office wants to get rid of the First Sea Lord.
Not what I hear from my people.
Your people may be wrong.
Impossible. I had tea with them. Cups, you know, biscuits. Very important.
Well, your loyalty does you great credit, old son.
I'm a coming man, George. So I just happen to know that. Oh, yes, coming man. Heard it from... well, never mind.
But if they get rid of the head of the Navy, what about the head of the Army and the head of your own Royal Air Force? Why stop with the Navy?
Blasted woman.
Well, not good, Bill?
Oh, yes. Very good. Madam in there has been toying with us.
An end-of-term treat.
Not us, Bill. You. It is known as winding up. Wouldn't have tried it with me.
Bill?
The deal is this. They simply like the idea of getting rid of the old title, First Sea Lord.
Well, he'd be what? Just Chief of the Naval Staff?
Exactly. Which he is anyway.
So, we overreacted.
Which she knew you would.
According to her, we never let her explain.
I would have thought there's every good reason. Oh, yes. It's totally meaningless, so why have it?
You are, but we still have you.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, Winko. Uncalled for.
That's all right, Bill. I perfectly understand. Someone like you at the, well, it has to be said, at the end of their career, becomes frustrated when others, officers like myself, for example, can expect to go on to the highest level.
Thank you for that diplomacy, Brian.
Very simple, George. The more you remove, the more you see which emperor's wearing the clothes. The admirals had very few clothes. That's it, you know. Exactly what I told her.
You did?
Of course. I think you'll find that some of the best ideas start from my private briefing papers. I warned you, but you were far more interested in parties with women with big,
teeth
and cake than what I had to say.
Oh, fancy a gin, George?
Why not? Brian?
No, thank you. I have work to do.
I bet you do. Come on, George.
A tiring week, I think, George.
Unnecessarily so.
Don't worry, the title stays.
Excellent.
For now.
Maybe we should have that quiet dinner after all.
That would be nice.
When?
5 weeks to go, George. I'm sure we can work something out, don't you? Night-night.
Night, Zelda. Last chance. Rien ne va plus, Zelda. Rien ne va plus.
Zelda was played by Fiona Shaw, Colonel George Jackson by Martin Jarvis, Wing Commander Brian Thomas by Christopher Neame, Commander Bill Knox by Christopher Godwin, and Chief Petty Officer Greaves by Peter Capaldi. Our Brave Boys is written by Christopher Lee and directed by Pete Atkin. It's a Jarvis and Ayres production for BBC Radio 4.